hello everyone! We are live with episode 14 of Mists in Ravenloft. No, I didn't have to glance at the side to know what episode number was. I knew that off the top of my head. But yeah, so we are here. I am back from the convention where literally the Mists of Ravenloft tried to take me away. It was insane how thick. In my 20 years of being in Florida, I've never seen the fog that thick. Ever. I was like, man, Stroud's gonna eat me and I'm okay with this. But he didn't eat me. I'm still here. I'm here to DM. I did some prep. So we are going to go around and say who we are and who we are playing tonight. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna start with Ron Wesley.
Hello, I'm going to be playing Ron Wesley tonight, the little wizard boy who is excited to see what happens in this very mysterious new land. Yeah, that's about it. I'm excited and kind of worried, as always.
Yeah, no reason to be worried. You guys, I mean, there's just a storm a brewing. Don't pay any attention to the name of the episode title. That's completely
Storm a brewing, a title, yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No worries.
It'll be great. Ron's gonna have a great time. Speaking of people who always have a great time no matter what's going on, Magnus Deepshaft.
Yes, I'm playing Magnus Deepshaft, D20 coup de grace. Let's see. Yes, I'm playing a dwarf paladin.
Mm-hmm.
He is a prince, and he is a driver away of demons.
Yes. He definitely is a grade A exerciser of demons. So, can't wait to see some of that today, hopefully. Next we have the lovely lady Ambara Venastra.
Hello, I'm Nugatosaurus. I'm playing Ambara Venastra, the Divine Soul Sorceress. And, yeah, I don't like swamps.
Neither do I.
No.
It's my, like,
Not at
every
all.
time I see one in a video game, I'm like, why? I hate swamps.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's because we lived in one, so it's fine. Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr. is looking for his hat, so we'll get to him last. Merrick Tinpenny.
Hi.
Hi, I'm not Elam D. Wood Jr. I'm Merrick Tenpenny. I don't have a hat, so I'm here on time. I am playing. Well, no, I'm deception check and playing Merrick. I'm all confused because of the damn hat. Good lord. I'm looking to buy things in town, and I'm a pirate. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay, thanks, bye. Excellent. And last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr. hat and all. How are you, sir?
I'm here. I left my hat outside, so I had to go retrieve it. It's not the same without the hat. Good evening, everybody. Elam D. Wood Jr. here. Very happy to be here. Once again, it's pretty straightforward. Sweet cornbread instead of regular. Guy who likes to nap. You know the drill. Happy to be here.
Excellent. So, I will begin with just a brief recap of what happened last week. They woke up, Vistani were gone, they went through the swamp some more. They found a house on stilts in the swamp. Inside was a young boy named Luke, who was reciting mangled poetry, mismatched verses of some type of rhyme and reason. They stayed the night there, and then they asked if Magnus is convinced he's a seer. And they asked young Luke to come with them, and he did. So they rowed their boat to the town of Moraes de Tarascon, and they came upon a funeral. The coffin was banging around and was chained shut. They found out there was a zombie inside, most likely, and they buried it because they have to wait 4 days before they can bury their dead here. And they put it in a crypt and they locked it up. And then after that, they went to the inn, the Full Moon Inn. It's a beautiful, charming little inn. They had some local specialty, hard lemonade, some drinks, some food. Found out a local specialty is licorice, homemade licorice. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. They all spread off to go their separate ways. A storm is brewing. Thank you, Abdim, for the host. Big storms are brewing, so people are advising against travel to the northern port city, and Merrick, with all his years of sailing, was able to look out the window and say, yeah, that's not a good idea. That's an awful idea. Let's stay in town, let the storm pass. It'll probably be a couple days, but charming little village, lots of food. You guys have plenty of money, able to get restocked. So we've got the group kind of spread out, picking up some stuff around town, and Elam is actually not paired up with any of the group, as he is chat up the young waitress, Katha, from the Full Moon Inn.
I am. Me and Katha have just hit it off. You know how it is. She's such an interesting person, refreshing to meet.
Mm-hmm.
Young lady with goals and ambitions and good apple cider and it's just been a lovely visit. We've just had a fabulous time. But I should be out in the marketplace. I need crossbow bolts and several other things. So I asked her if she would like to join me out to the shops.
Oh yeah, I've just gotten off my shift. It's plenty of time to go around about town.
Well, you have just got to join me right now. We are going to paint the whole thing red. I need silver crossbow bolts. So let's put that on the list.
Right.
And like a cinnamon roll kind of a thing. I don't know, like a sticky bun.
Yeah, we could go to the bakery first.
Oh, you're full of good ideas.
All right, we'll go to the bakery, pick up some local specialties, and then we can go to the general store after we've gotten our goods.
Marvelous. I'm just hypnotized by those beautiful eyes, and it's just nobody else. I'd rather spend an afternoon before apparently the heavens fall on all of us. So, let's go shopping.
Oh, you're too kind. And she just kind of takes your arm and you guys skip out the door. So you guys are gonna go to the bakery first. We are going to go head off with Merrick and Magnus, who went off to the blacksmith's shop to look into getting some stuff done there. So, and maybe the tailors, as apparently they're right next door to each other.
Sir, where would you like to go first? I would prefer to go to the blacksmith, but maybe there's a dwarf there. Blacksmith and dwarves. Not to be insensitive to your racial nature, but it happens to be a popular place for dwarves.
Yes, we will go to the blacksmith.
All right.
Good thinking, sir.
All right, so you guys head off to the blacksmith. It's not hard to find. You look for the place, the big forge kind of outside. A lot of firewood heaped up next to it.
How well is it kept up? Is the building in good repair?
The whole village is in pretty good repair.
Okay.
Actually. It's small, but it's very well maintained. It looks like the people. It's one of those villages where like everybody knows everybody, but they all take care of each other, kind of thing. Like there's no like one derelict building. Or
They're all
anything.
related to each other.
Maybe. Probably not. They don't look like they're all related to each other. So,
Okay.
you guys walk into the blacksmith shop. Running the blacksmith, there's a large, burly guy, kind of swinging his hammer on the anvil. He's got his big, thick leather blacksmith's apron. He is bald, and he doesn't notice you guys immediately walk in, but when he does, he kind of sets the piece he's working on. Looks like he's working on some horseshoes right now, to the side. Yes, hello. How can I help you today?
Yes, sir. I do be Merrick Tenpenny. This is my lord, Magnus Deepshaft. Would you be hoping to get some of your fine wares today, possibly?
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Geordie. I'm the blacksmith here in town. Is there anything specifically you're looking for?
Well, sir, your lordship, is there anything you were looking for first?
Oh, just browsing. And I'll go up and down, just browse.
Okay. There's a lot of horseshoes, some kind of farm equipment. There's a few kind of knives and stuff. Look more like kitchen knives than anything else. But these all appear to be decently well made. I mean, they're not dwarven crafted, but they're not bad. Pretty good for human make.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Don't mind, my lord. He's peculiar at times, but good dwarf. Good dwarf to have at your back. Very smart. I'm looking for a long sword, maybe.
Oh.
Do you have anything along those lines?
Kind of holds up a finger. Yes. Let me just go into around the corner. You see that there's not a back room as much as there's like kind of like a partition wall that comes out from the back of the store to the front of the store. You kind of hear him shuffling around for a few minutes. In this time, a small lady, really small, petite lady, kind of comes out with a pitcher of lemonade, and she's like, "Oh, guests, would you like some lemonade?"
Aye, that do sound nice, thank you.
She'll kind of like reach around the corner and grab like 2 extra cups and set them on the counter. She'll pour 3 glasses of lemonade.
Thank you. I'm Merrick. This is Lordship Magnus Deepshaft. Who might you be?
Oh, I am Jordy's wife, Nadine.
Oh, nice.
Did you pass through town? You're from out of town?
Yes, we're staying at the tavern.
Oh.
We just came in, had a bit of a ship issue and had to go through the swamps.
Oh, you wouldn't have happened to see my son out there, would you? His name is Colin. He's been missing for a few days. About a week now.
Was that the name of the boy? I'm looking at my notes. I don't see it right now.
No, Luke is the name of the boy you found in the swamps. Her son's name is Colin.
No, we found a young man, a little bit had a few of his marbles loose up in the noggin there, but I don't believe that was his name.
She'll give you a general description of her son, which is very different than that of Mr. Luke. It's just he worked for the Tarascons, and their plantation is not too far from the swamp, so I was wondering if you maybe passed by and seen him, but I guess not. Thank you for speaking with me, though.
I will keep an eye out. How young is your son?
Oh, about 15, 16.
Strapping young boy then.
Yes.
I'm sure he's fine.
He probably can take good care of himself. She looks a little worried, but she's keeping it together. And Jordy comes back around the corner with a nice long sword. It looks unused. It's got a nice leather wrapping around the hilt. And he'll bring it out, set it on the counter for you. So this is one of my better ones in stock.
It do look nice, thank you. Do you mind if I...
Certainly.
Thank you. He'll grab it and he'll check the weight of it and see, he'll make a couple moves with it. He'll pretend to stab Magnus in the back a few times. This would do, yes. Yes, very well.
All right, well, that'd be 15 gold pieces.
Oh. He reaches down, he pulls out Magnus's pouch. Here you go. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Anything else you need?
Do you know, this is a strange one, but do you know anything about, a regional weapon of some sort called a boomerang?
A boomerang? I can't say I've heard of it, but, maybe check in the general store.
I didn't think you would, but that'd be fine. Last question before my lordship gets involved, and then the day goes to hell from there. Do you know anything about silver in weapons?
I've done it a couple of times for people who travel through.
What would it take to get weapons silvered by you?
Well, if you were providing the silver itself, it would be for longsword, for example. It'd be just about 5 gold to silver it. If I have to procure the silver, depending on how much I would need, it would probably be about. Oh, he kind of looks. He's kind of like looking like how much metal he's gonna need to cover it. About 10 gold.
Let's go ahead and have you take care of that for me for this long sword.
All right.
Yes, double silver it.
Right. Just a simple silvering job on this would be perfectly fine. And if you could, I'll throw in a few extra gold if you can make it a rush job.
I could have it done, because it's about early afternoon at this point. I could have it done by tomorrow morning.
That'll have to be fine then. Okay. All right, so that's another. How about 12 gold for the rush?
Thank you very much. I'll get right on it. You see, he kind of takes the horseshoe he was working on, sets it aside, and he immediately kind of takes the sword over. I will have to go out and purchase materials first. So.
No, that's fine. Thank you very much. But let's check with Magnus, sir. Was there anything you were wishing to find?
I haven't found anything here that has interested me.
Do you have anything you'd like silvered?
Silver?
I mean, you know how silvering a weapon can be more effective against some of the things we seem to face on a regular basis.
I suppose I could have my sword silvered, but then I'd have to trust him with my sword.
I think that would be a choice you'd have to make, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm just kind of like gonna come a little closer to him and like, you know, like, come down here.
Yeah, he'll kind of like hunch over. He's like 6'4".
I'm not talking to
Oh,
him.
to Merrick.
I'm
Okay.
talking to Merrick.
Okay, Merrick will lean down.
But he's not a doll.
Excellent observation, sir. You are right about that. He's not. But he is a blacksmith who made a very fine longsword, so he knows what he's doing.
Let me see it.
Jordy, do you mind?
Oh, certainly. And he kind of pulls it back over because he's just basically taking
Right.
measurements.
Well, look at it with my keen dwarven eye.
All right.
What should I roll?
Nobility check. No, like an
Pompous noble
investigation.
check?
Yes, pompous noble check for 300. Yeah, give me like
Perception or
sure
like-
perception or investigation, one of the two.
Okay. Both are 1.
Okay.
I will help him.
Okay, sure. So you
I'll
have
point
advantage.
things out. Yeah.
All right. So with advantage, that's a natural 20. 21.
Wow.
You are looking. It's not dwarven make, obviously the sword, but for the materials that he's using, which you would assume is just because of the local area, the craftsmanship is quite good. It's not going to break on Merrick unless he encountered something insane, which most swords would break at that point anyways. And you know that silvering doesn't affect the blade itself, it's just adding a layer. Silver melts at a lower temperature, so it wouldn't affect the structural integrity of your sword anyways.
Okay. This is acceptable.
I thought so too.
And I'll hand the sword back and... All right, blacksmith, I will let you silver my sword.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Here, my lordship, let me take care of this bill for you. And I'll reach into Ron's money pouch,
Okay.
and I'll give him another 12 gold.
Okay.
Meanwhile, somewhere Ron is like, I sent something in my bag.
There we go. So we'll be by tomorrow morning for these bright and early.
Of course, they will both be done by then.
Thank you so much, Jordy. We'll also keep an eye out for your son.
Thank you.
Your wife mentioned, and I'm sure we'll be wandering around a bit as we are inquisitive by nature.
All right, well, get right to work on these. And you see, he kind of just takes some measurements of Magnus's sword, kind of writes them. Oh, actually, I have the perfect thing. Yes, he gets out a tape measure and he takes some measurements of the sword, and then he writes them down in like a little notebook, and he sticks it in his pocket, and he heads out.
Wonderful. Now to the tailor. I've been looking for a new traveling wardrobe.
Aye, sir. We'll head that way. Remember, we need to go to the general store as well.
Man, it's a hell of a day today, eh?
Aye, it seems so. Feels like a shopping episode. And we'll walk out.
All right, we're gonna cut to Ambara, Ron, and Luke. Ambara, you were looking for a couple of places. I know one of them was Mr. Jean de Tarscon.
Yes, whoever's in charge of the town, I would like to speak with him and possibly return this child to him if it's actually his.
Okay.
Ron, can while we're walking too, doing this, can Ron be with the kid going, "What's that over there? What's that? Oh, look at that!" You know, he's being a total tourist.
All right. So as you're talking to him, oh no, I scrolled too far. No, we're good. Okay. He turns to you and goes, "Seventh doth sons of sun the time rise, to of eternity and to knave the send cries."
Ooh, you don't say.
And
Ron just keeps pointing and looking and ooh.
Yeah.
As we walk.
so, Embar, you are able to ask around a couple people walking. Apparently, Mr. Datarsgon has a plantation, kind of near the swamp, but on the other side. And then they also have a townhome in town, and you can head over to the townhouse. It appears to be just a regular townhouse.
All right. I guess I will go up to the door and knock.
Okay.
Just to...
You don't get any answer. You wait a couple minutes. Knock again.
All right. Well, and so the plantation's on the other side of the swamp?
Not on the other side, like, you guys kind of came out due east, like, a little bit south underneath that. Like, it's a decent bit a ways. Like, you're gonna have to take, like, an hour to get there.
But it's outside of town.
It's outside
not...
of town.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll hold off on that then.
Okay.
Instead, and I think I was asking for a bookshop. I think that's what...
Yeah, there's the general store, but not a specific bookstore here. It's too small of a town to support its own bookstore.
Okay, then... Ronald.
Yes?
You do spells and stuff. Do you need components? Because I've found that some of mine, I'm running out, and I do need some.
I mean, it's always good to have components, but I think I left my money with I forgot his name. He's with the good mates for Spirit.
With Marek?
Merrick, yes. What is with Merrick for safekeeping?
You know what? Never mind.
It was the
Anyway,
puppeteer controlling Ron. Forgot.
I get you. Well, I know they went off to the blacksmith, and I don't know about you, but I need new clothes because these are quite lived in.
Ron smells himself.
It's pretty stinky.
Shall we head off to the tailor then?
No, okay. I'll just have to come back later.
Mm-hmm. He might just be out for the afternoon, you're not sure. While you're passing by some of the buildings in town looking for the tailor, you see somebody in an alleyway. You kind of see this guy kind of looking around. Both Ambara and Ron see this.
Mister! Wave.
Oh! Hello! You see he's got a shiny star pinned to his jacket?
Are you a sheriff?
I am the constable. Oui. You see that look spattered all around him on the ground and walls are flecks of reddish brown. And before him on the ground is a large stain of the same substance. You guess it's probably dried blood. And in the center of the stain is a single piece of bright red licorice.
Do I have any part of my star left over pinned to my clothes from when we were in that first city and we were deputized?
If you, yeah, I'd say since it was pinned on, yes, you still got it.
Okay, Ron's is probably all broken, pieces missing and scuffed and dirty, and he'll proudly puff out his chest and goes, "Hello, Constable, sir. I'm a deputy constable. How can I be of assistance?"
Ah, you must be from a different township. You from
Yes,
the port?
What?
You from the deputy from the port? Port d'Allure.
Sure. He's like deer caught in headlights, like, okay.
Well, you see there has been strange disappearances and murders lately.
Oh no.
Aside from the people dropping dead and then rising up as zombies a few moments after they die.
Do you think the zombies murdered and killed people?
I do not think so, because if they, zombies don't leave behind pieces of evidence or a call sign. As you can see, all of the murders we have found there's been a single piece of red licorice at each one.
Red licorice. Ooh.
As he gestures to the ground.
Okay, Ron's gonna walk over. Come on, Ambara, and go and look at the licorice and the blood stain. I mean, is it just a piece of licorice? Is it chewed?
It's not chewed. That is a good question. It appears to be just a single small piece of red licorice, untouched. Just set down but you kind of peel it up, and it is covered with blood on the one side. So it's apparently done right after the murder was committed. Because there can't be this much blood and have the person not be dead.
Okay, Ron.
Sir,
Go ahead.
no, go for it.
I was just gonna have Ron pick up the licorice and bloody bit and like wiggling it and look at this. So, the murderer always makes his victims have a licorice?
I think if he made them eat the licorice, it would be not here.
He's just sitting there wiggling it.
And where's the body? Did it turn into a zombie as well?
You see, that is the thing. I do not see bloody footprints. We have not seen a zombie wandering around town.
But there was no body, just bloodstains and licorice?
That is what confuses me. The ones who've turned into zombies that we know of, it has been very public. Like, just drop dead and then a few moments later a zombie. This is not even any wounds. This is obviously a crime scene. So that is the confusing part.
Can you be sure this blood is that of a body? I mean, what if it's like groceries or a really bad nosebleed?
If you are the nosebleed this bad, your body would probably be here next to the blood. There's a lot of blood here.
I'm pretty familiar with blood.
Yes.
Can I see if this is actually blood, or is it like some other kind of substance?
I'm gonna give you this one for free. It is, in fact, humanoid blood.
Okay, so it's definitely a murder.
Definitely a murder. There's a lot of it. Probably a good artery cut. There's just the amount that's kind of just splattered on the walls and then just on the floor everywhere.
Okay. Can Ron be a little detective lead? He's gonna, be puff, 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 and kind of look around. Is there anything else around the scene of the crime? Is there any torn
I will help with
fragments? Is there any footprints? Is there any scrapes or cuts or nicks? Anything left behind?
Give me either survival or investigation checks.
Okay. I'm gonna do investigation. Oh, Ron, you fail me.
I'm gonna do survival.
Okay.
5.
No.
Okay. You're looking around the crime scene. You don't see any, at least no bloody footprints around. You'd guess this murder happened at some point late last night, early this morning, just kind of based on how the blood's already kind of reddish brown. Probably was some point last night. But no.
Okay.
Can't really, there's no, other than the piece of licorice, there's no real clue.
Well, good luck with that, Constable. I hope you find whoever did it.
Of course, we have a deputy in town now, so I will be calling on you for assistance should I need it.
Very well, sir. I'm here to help. He kind of does a horrible, crappy salute.
Also young for a deputy.
Proud.
We're staying at the inn if you need us for anything.
Of course. He kind of gestures down the street a few blocks. My house is over there, should you have anything to report. The shed next door is the jail cell, so.
Alright. And we head on over.
Alright, so you guys head over to the tailor's shop.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna pause from you guys and pop over to Mr. Elam Dewood Jr. and his date.
St. Catha, who are having what you could absolutely call a big day. Having a big day.
Uh-huh.
You're getting out there with the sticky buns and coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yum. And then I think we hit the tailor, because I think at that point,
Okay.
as he's walking around, he realizes just how absolutely gross he is. And they're having a lovely chat. And I think I've been looking at this. I think he buys the outfit that the character is wearing. In the character here.
Perfect.
Previously, kind of, the denim shirt, kind of the Jay Leno look, the all denim.
Okay.
With the belt,
Yeah.
This is already a thin, like at my grandfather, thin legs, round barreled body, no ass. Okay, this man has no butt. Okay, flat butted human. So anyway, now you can't see that as much because he's got this killer.
He's got this killer coat. Yeah, nice. Coat hides it.
Yes. Yes, and it has hopefully some.
Brings a whole new
pockets.
definition to assless chaps. I'm sorry.
The man had no butt. Okay, it's family lore.
Yeah.
I have a little more of a anyway. So,
All right.
yes.
While you're at the bakery,
Oh.
Louise DeCan, she is the proprietor of this bakery, and she sells cakes, rolls, and candies. Her specialty is red licorice.
Oh, well, we have to try it, the local red
Yeah,
licorice.
you had a little bit of it at the end, but that was just like a little sample pack. And so she goes on and on and on about it. She lets you know, she goes on, she's like, well, my best customers are, of course, the town eccentric Mordu, the Mr. Tarascon, Jean de Tarascon, of course, the others aren't as into it. They never had that sweet tooth. And the Bordel children, because, well, what kid doesn't like licorice?
Oh, I know.
So, if you ever need any more sweets, I've got plenty right here. I bake fresh daily, and of course, all my deliveries go straight to the inn.
Well, let me get like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get 5 cinnamon rolls to go, because I have got some friends that have got to try these.
Of
And
course. They're like honey glazed cinnamon rolls.
oh, forget it. I am just in heaven. And it's all sugar. I mean, let's just be honest here. It's
yeah.
just a big old ball of sugar, but that's what we're all here for. That, just like Katha, just a big old ball of sugar. All right, so yeah. Well, it has been such a delight learning about you. I got to meet this Mordu.
Oh, he is full of crazy stories. See that town eccentric.
I'll bet so. He doesn't have like another name like the King of Destruction or the Emperor of
Just Mordu.
Annihilation. Just more. That sounds great. Just Mordu. It sounds like the kind of guy who might have, kind of a.
He
anyway.
says he's a scholar, but well, let's be honest, he's just a little eccentric.
Oh hell.
He's got some books though, if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Well, sure. I'm not interested in books. Katha, you read much? Good,
She's she's got like her face chomping all around like a cinnamon roll. She's. I don't do much reading, but what I do, I like a bit of fantasy stories. Monsters and knights and that kind of thing.
Fiction. My interests lie in fiction as well. I have to say, it's a marvelous escape. Well, lovely. Who is Jean de Tarascon? Is he like the prince or something?
He's like there's like the noble family, who rules. Marius de Tarascon. Marius was the first de Tarascon to rule Marius de Tarascon. And so that there's like 3 children now. Well, I guess 2 now because Marcel's dead because he died a couple weeks back. But no funeral though, strangest thing. But now there's he was the twin brother of Jean de Tarascon and their younger brother Luke.
Oh. So he was the twin. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that must have been heartbreaking for his brother. That's terrible.
Yeah, he's been real tore up about it. Bit snippy with people lately because of it too.
Well, you can't hardly blame him. That funeral was interesting. It was quite a sight. What is the deal with that, church? Yes? Church? Yeah. Church. Fellowship is important, ladies. I think that we can all agree on that. Mm-hmm. I am concerned about the dead rising from the grave. It's an interest of mine. that happen often around here?
Oh,
with
no, just recently. Shaman Bro seeing you. He's real good about putting them in, waiting the 4 days and then burying them. But lately, they just keep popping back up. Strangest thing.
Well, that is annoying, isn't it? They were died once. Why don't they?
Oh,
You know?
and they just stayed there. Oh, no. They just keep coming back up.
It's the cinnamon rolls, I think. They're just coming to eventually make their way here for more of these delicious treats. Well, I'll have a little more coffee to go, and I think I got to go buy some clothes. You know, I'm feeling a little gross.
Get some new threads.
Everybody here's so handsomely dressed. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you notice that the main kind of color palettes of the people here are lots of pastels.
Ooh.
Pale blues,
I like a
pinks,
brown,
purple.
earthy tone myself. I like elements of maroon and sort of a brown.
Oh, the tailor, he's got all sorts of colors then. Because, you know, people travel through sometimes and they like to get new things done. He's real good at it, too.
Well, I'm all hopped up on sugar and coffee now, so I'm gonna have to go
All
Walk
right. So
offer my arm.
she'll take it. And she's carrying, like, just a basket full of sweets for you two. And everyone meets up at the tailor shop. What? Crazy.
Oh, hi, guys. Mr. Merrick, I need my money.
No, I'm sorry, son. Part of my job of keeping it safe for you is to hold on to it. You just come to me when you need something, and I'll dole it out to you.
You got it, mister. I'd
All
like
right,
to,
good boy.
withdraw my money now.
What do you need?
I'm not sure how much everything costs, so all of it, if I could, please.
I see. That's not a safe thing to do. You've trusted me with your goods, and I need to protect them for you. So I need to make sure you're getting the right price. I make sure no one's taking advantage of you or trying to steal from you.
Oh, you're so thoughtful. Okay, well, later on, we need to go by and get some, ingredients and things.
All right. Well, we're planning on going to the general store after we leave here. So maybe they'll have something for you.
Okay.
All right. Now, this
Hi, Imbara.
tailor shop is just brightly colored. Very cheerful. Cheerfulest house on the block.
Ooh.
You guys enter, and there's mannequins sporting what you can only assume would be the latest fashions. A lot of them are quite foppish. Lots of, you see them, there's like a side of the store that's more pastels and kind of earth tones and stuff, and the other one's that's more, a little bit brighter and gaudier colors. You're guessing peasantry versus nobility, if you had to guess. But there's not a huge difference between the two, mostly just material type and a slight more vibrance of colors. But you walk in,
Dwarven sizes.
and a man pops his head up from behind the counter. Ah, bonjour. I am Thomas. It is a pleasure to be working with you. Of course, I have a dwarven sizes, my lord. We have a few dwarves in town. I would be a terrible tailor if I did not accommodate everyone, would I not?
I would like to view them, please.
Ah, of course. Now, what collection would you like? Let me show you. These are the most wonderful, latest fashions from Port Delacour. On this, and he gestures to the brightly colored purples and greens and reds
Ooh.
and golds on the side.
I do like my gold.
You do like your golds.
Merrick likes your gold as well.
Yes, I can accommodate any of these fashions to perfectly tailor to your dwarven stature and frame.
Well, I'm definitely going to need one of these and one of these.
Of course, of course.
One of these. and
Perhaps
one
I
of
should take your measurements, monsieur.
oh yes, of course. And I'll
Merrick will walk up and kind of tap Magnus on the shoulder and lean down. Your lordship, sir. Keep in mind, everything that you buy, you'll have to carry at this point.
Well, I'll get someone else to carry it.
You're going to be buying a new friend, sir.
Well, if you can't carry it.
No, sir, I'm carrying your money. That's my job.
How about you then? I'll point at Ron. I just go down the line. Fine, I guess I'll buy some more friends then.
But sir, remember, you don't have very many lines of credit here, and your money is running short.
How could that be? I thought you were taking care of my money.
I am. I've taken care of the money you've given me, but you did not have very much to start with.
This is not good. Then how am I going to buy the 40 outfits I need?
Well, sir, I understand that it might be against your the conventional wisdom of one of such breed and upbringing, but I suggest maybe only getting a few.
A few?
Yes, like two.
Two?
Two really nice ones. I'm only suggesting, sir. You do what you think is best, sir.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I've never been so limited on choice.
We are living in strange times, sir.
He like just starts staring at the clothes, paralyzed.
Merrick just smiles and walks off towards like the black coat section.
Yeah, he finishes taking your measurements and goes, "Oh, of course, monsieur. Once you have made your selection, I can begin tailoring them to fit you perfectly."
Yeah, he's just like, no.
And they will walk over to everyone else. "Now, how can I help you, monsieur, mademoiselle?" Clothes. These on this side are the latest fashions in Port de la Rue. And of course, if they are a bit out of your price range, we have this one, which is what most of the locals buy.
Shade.
Question.
Answer.
How much money did we end up saying that I had?
Put on your character sheet.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow, holy shit. All right.
You rolled well.
Yeah, apparently. Okay. I'm just looking for a new pair of pants and a new shirt and possibly a new cloak.
Of course.
Mine are all quite used.
Of course, madame. We have, of course, everything you buy here from me, Thomas, is tailored to fit you. So, make a selection. These are all general sizes. I can, of course, adjust as necessary to fit your fantastic frame. So, make your selection, and I will take your measurements, and we can get to work.
Ambara's gonna look for the softest but most durable fabric she can find.
Yeah, they have some good cottons and linens here. You could easily pick up some of that. And he'll take your measurements, and he goes, I will not have to do much tailoring here. And he'll kind of just set the shirt, pants, and cloak you set aside, and with like a little pin in a piece of paper for what measurements you need.
Okay.
Of course. As long as for each outfit easier, with a big group of you, well, I can have them all done by the end of the day. You, monsieur, he gestures to Ron. Can I assist you in purchase of clothing?
Do you have any cleaning services?
Of course. My sister, she does a laundry service, which we can run through the wash for you.
Okay, can I purchase the cheapest of clothes you have then and wash these?
Certainly.
Don't have a lot of money for clothes.
For some just basic common clothes, that will be 5 silver.
Okay, Merrick?
Oh, I just typed that Merrick walked over before he started talking to you and hands you 20 gold.
Oh, I see it, okay.
It's like, yeah, this should cover you for now. If you need more, let me know.
Okay, got it. Cool. Ron then hands over his 20 silver.
Okay. So you will 5 silver. So basically half a gold. And he'll give you 5 silver change. And he goes, here you are. There's a room on the side if you wish to change, and we can do the laundry service for you.
Oh, thank you. And he's gonna run over there and change into the
just like a little curtain stall.
clothes. Get all those clothes off that need to be cleaned and do the trade.
All right. And you, monsieur, he gestures to Elam. How may I help you?
Well, isn't this something? I can tell that if one were so inclined, you could clad me as quite a dandy fop. However, I've got some ideas. I've got some notions here. Here's what I'm thinking.
Something custom? Do go on.
Maroon coverlet here about the neck. Sort of a scarf type situation that I could conceal the lower half of my face were I so inclined as to rob the stage. Now, then, long duster coat, right? To the ankles. Buckles.
Lots
Way
of buckles.
too many buckles.
Yes.
And,
Very
a
good
really-
aesthetic. Yeah,
Just an unusually high, completely functionally useless number of buckles going down the side.
Of course. It's
Boots.
very in. Buckles are in. And he points to like the shoes that are on the wall, and they're all buckles. Buckles are so in right now. You would have no idea. The more buckles, the better.
Just go crazy with the buckles. Also, pouches. You can't have too many pouches.
Ah.
Vessels. I'm a big fan of vessels, just conceptually. But what I want is lots of places. I'm also thinking of getting lots of crossbow bolts, extra crossbow bolts. So I need the straps. I need those.
In the coat. Of course.
Gotta intimidate people when I go like that. Just gotta scare the shit out of them when I go.
In stripes.
See that? Big deal right there. The flap. Did you know I was armed to the teeth? Jacket flip. This
Alright.
move. Very important.
Go on.
I think crossbow tells him that, but yeah.
I hadn't thought about that. I am holding. I'm holding a crossbow. Well, should I be disarmed for any reason, they'll know that I could reload. Thank you, Magnus, for that. Thank you. Yes. Gloves. Maroon.
Gloves.
I'm thinking maroon.
To match, you
gloves.
must have the color tie-in, of course.
I think it pops.
Yes.
Pops if I got the maroon sort of riding gloves, protect me.
It also hides the blood.
Oh,
Good color choice.
America, just bought a sword, so he's excited. He's got murder on his mind. Settle down over
I
there.
do not ask questions. No, go on.
And I think
Any
that's
other-
it. Then I think I need a new hat. I think I need a pretty mean.
Well, thankfully for
you
you,
know.
when I was in tailor school, Thomas majored in tailoring and minored in haberdashery.
Oh my, it's a great word, isn't it? Haberdashery. Marvelous.
All right, so he starts
hat
taking your
store.
He just starts taking your measurements.
Can Ron walk out of the room and come forward with his big bundle of clothes
Yeah.
he had on top, and come forward to the guy and hand him to him, and then he'd be pinning on his old star onto his tunic to get it washed, and looks at him and goes, "Oh, Mister, who sells licorice in town?"
Well, you would see the bakery. Monsieur, Madame Louise, she makes the finest of homemade licorice.
Is she the only licorice maker?
Oui.
Okay, you guys don't have any, licorice rival towns nearby, do you?
No.
Okay. And Ronald just, no. He's just putting the knowledge in the back of his head for later.
Ronnie, I got you a cinnamon roll.
Oh!
I got everybody cinnamon rolls. Merrick, you gotta try this. It's delicious. Now the red rope licorice, I had it. It's they're very proud of it. They want to tell you that it's like, close your ears, Taylor, man. Here's the thing. It's
And
good.
for gossip.
Right? It's good. I don't mean to speak ill of the famous local red rope licorice. I'm saying it's good. It's not great. That cinnamon roll, on the other hand, is to die for. Got one for everybody. What'd you get? Some new pajamas there, Ronnie?
A new tunic, at least for cleaning purposes, and probably be good to have.
Look at you.
It's a good roll.
You're making the scene today, Ronnie.
Ron's like puffy cheek, like crumbs dripping.
Little honey.
Okay.
And of course, monsieur, I could not forget you. You have a very, very sailing aesthetic going on, no?
That's good because I am a sailor, so at least I've got the look going.
You do as much. Is there anything you wish to upgrade or replace?
I'm
Thomas's
thinking
tailor shop.
I don't know that. I think the black in this coat is kind of washing out a bit. A little too much in the sun. You got anything dark and foreboding?
Ah! Oui. The, Monsieur de Tarscon commissioned a jacket, probably for mourning. A lot of funerals lately. I've been almost completely sold out of black. But he kind of walks over and he pulls out a jacket from behind the counter. I could tailor this to your liking.
Does it look? I mean, is it foppish black coat or is it like
No,
rugged?
it appears to be. It's kind of like half made. Like you see, he's still kind of sketching on, just basically just the out frame of a jacket, so that it could be tailored properly to somebody. But it just looks like a black, not linen, more like not quite a canvas thickness and durability, but a little softer than that.
Can I get a little of applique, some interesting sort of features, maybe in a red.
Yes,
match
I can
the shirt.
Of course.
Yeah, I go with the darker red colors too because you never know when you get stabbed. You don't want
Exactly.
anyone else
Of
to know
course,
you-
of course. If you need any mending from stab wounds in your jacket, just come to
Oh
me.
no, fine. I'm fine now. Thank you.
Of
Thank you
course.
very much.
He just measures what he needs for the coat. Shoulders, chest, arms, etc. And then he writes it all
Can
down.
you give us an idea on the cost for these things?
Of course. He already paid. This is 5 silver. The custom jackets, they will be, monsieur, yours with all the buckles, that will be 5 gold. Yours will be 1 gold for the tailoring. Madame, you already 5 silver for you. And, monsieur, my lord, have you made a decision on any of these fine and beautiful outfits? Ho ho.
See, he selects the gold bathrobe
Okay.
and
Yes. The gold smoking jacket.
Yeah, there we go. Gold smoking jacket and yeah.
Okay. That will be 15 gold. It is velvet. Actual velvet.
Alright.
No, none of that velour crap.
All right, that's fit for a king.
Of course, monsieur. Only the finest from Thomas.
Magnus walks over and pays the man 20 for the for his and
Okay.
well, he actually pays for Elam's too.
Okay. Sure.
So that's 21.
He's all paid and kept up, and he says, I will have these done before the shop is closed. So, dinner time?
Hold on now. Hold on.
That should be fine.
What are you doing?
I just took care of it for you.
Took care of what?
Your new look. The buckles were especially nice touch.
Oh, who told you to pay for my clothes there, Merrick? Come on now. I got dignity. What's going on here?
Is that a disease of some kind? I'm not sure what that is. I'm just kidding. I look.
This one time you can buy me clothes, Merrick Tenpenny. All right.
All right.
But I'm a man. What likes to buy his own clothes, spend his own money. The spending of the money is part of the fun of it. Now I'm buying you lunch, whether you like it or not.
Merrick comes in,
that?
like he puts his hand on her shoulder and pulls him in close. He's like, if I buy this for you, then you can spend the money on your nice little girl that you haven't been talking to since you got in here. Buy her something nice with that money. And he steps back, smiles.
All right, fine. You win this round, Merrick Tenpenny. Eat your cinnamon roll. I'm feeling too good to be mad anymore. I'm having a good day. Sun is shining. It's going to rain here in a little bit. I love a light summer rain, Makes you feel good. I'm going to eat too much and take a nap today. I can feel it.
While they're having this conversation,
Yes.
Ambar's gonna ask for a set of night clothes that are functional, if that makes sense. So
You don't want a nightgown?
no, if something happens in the middle of the night, she can get up in her night clothes and
Uh-huh.
be functional.
All right.
So
Madame,
a pair of sleep pants and an
I
oversized
can make you a console,
flannel t-shirt.
pajamas.
Yes.
I could make a nightgown. I could even make an evening gown.
I don't know what need I would have of an evening
Well,
gown.
you never know.
But
What?
just like a comfortable oversized shirt, a pair of pants that won't
No,
get caught in branches.
We will
and
make
stuff.
you a sleeve, so you've had to staying out the night. Flannel.
Yes, of course.
La color preference?
Surprise me.
Ah, of course, you have a beautiful skin tone. I will be much to work with. And I already have your measurements, so... Alright. I will be getting to work. You may pick it up at the end of the day.
All right.
As the tailor's walking, he's like, here's another gold to add a little bit more. Make it ornate. I want this to be my gaudy jacket. How about that?
Ah, of course, monsieur. I will add the trim. Add the embroidery.
Yes, it's been a while since I've had one of those. I'll look right in the service of my lord Deep Shaft there.
Of course, of course.
Excellent. Thank you.
You see him get behind like a treadle sewing machine and he just starts getting to work. You see he's not even having to like mark these garments. He's looked at the measurements, he looks at the garment and just goes. This guy knows what he's doing. All right.
That's some good tailoring. I would know.
He's a good tailoring. You would know. Magnus, you're a little impressed. He does good work. And it's apparently very fast. So, where do you all go after this?
As we step outside,
Yes.
Yeah, wasn't there like a murder around or something?
yeah, is that girl? Is what's her face still with us?
Oh, she is on Elam D. Wood Jr.'s arm.
All right,
Katha?
then
Yes, Miss Katha
I'm
is
going to
there.
message Ron.
Okay.
I'm gonna be Ronald, darling. Don't say anything about that murder just yet. I'd prefer it if we spoke of it when we're in private.
Don't say anything about the murder.
Ron just sits there finishing up the last of his bite, and he goes, okay, out loud.
Oh dear lord. You're a wizard, you should know that this is a spell. Respond in your brain, child.
Ron goes, oh, sorry, in his brain.
And
Are
then
you right, Ron?
Yes, I'm okay. He gives him the happy, like, cheesy smile.
Like a glob of honey just drips off his chin.
Where's that general store, by the way?
Quite across the street.
Let's go. Thank you, Mr. Random Frenchman walking the street. Ron's gonna walk off towards that general store if you guys aren't coming. He's
Eric's right behind him.
gonna go get his components, and he needs to interrogate Mr. Store Clerk about them licorice sticks.
Okay. So you get inside the general store, and it is quite nicely laid out. It's very clean. The counter is a little shorter than what you're used to. Not for you, Magnus. It's perfect height for you, as you realize that the proprietor is, in fact, a dwarf.
Hi there, mister. How are you?
Oh, greetings. Welcome to the general store. How can I help you?
Well, I'm a deputy. And he, like, holds it up and shows it to him. My name's Ron, and, how often do you sell licorice here?
Oh, I don't sell licorice here. That would be the bakery or the inn.
The bakery or the inn? Okay.
The inn gets it from the bakery.
Do you like the licorice in town? Is it really good?
Too sweet for my taste.
Too sweet, okay. Is this the only town that makes licorice?
No, there's other towns. Not nearby, but in the world, there be other towns that make licorice.
Okay. Keep talking, and he pulls out a little notepad, just being a
He
big.
kind of looks up at Merrick, who walked in right behind Ron, and he's just like, is the boy daft? Like, kind of like that look. Like,
He just nods and just kind of smiles.
now, does everyone else walk into the general store?
I believe the boy has a touch of possession.
As you say that, like, walk around from behind Merrick, and you say that, he's got himself like a glass of lemonade. He just drops it when he sees you. Kind of blinks, kind of rubs his eyes.
Hello.
My lord?
Oh yes, it appears you've dropped your drink there.
My lord Deep Shaft?
Yeah, that's me.
Prince Magnus Deep Shaft.
I have entered your store and
He
graced you with my presence.
immediately bows.
Oh,
A deep, full dwarven bow.
Oh, finally! Proper welcome.
Oh, this is great. Elam is like blown away. Like blown
And
away.
he stays into the bow until Magnus gives him permission.
Merrick is kind of like slack-jawed at this moment too, just like,
Oh,
he's not
please
fucking-
stand up.
Oh, thank you, your lordship. My name is Daruno Deep Shaft, and well, this is my general store. How can I serve you today?
Oh, well, you can get my friends what they need, and also, if you have anything to help with possession, I'm looking for.
All right. Well, I don't think I have anything to help with position. I mean, I've got some pokers for your fireplace, but
That could help.
all right. He walks over, kind of sticks a poker on the counter.
Magnus,
Yes, he like looks at the hot poker.
what are the pokers for?
Oh, nothing you need to be concerned about.
Okay, your royalty now?
I'm sorry. I missed
Your
that.
your royalty?
Yes, that's why I called myself the prince.
Oh, I thought you were just having a fun title.
I'm like blown away all over again.
Excuse me.
You see Daruno kind of like goes over to the back door, of course, does a little bow, turns around and goes, "Wife, get the things, get that bundle. Yeah, no, Prince, you'll never believe it. Prince Magnus is here in the store." And you're like, you hear it background. "What you mean, Prince Magnus Deep Shaft's in the store? Oh, you heard what I said, you daft woman. Prince Magnus is in the store. I'll believe it when I see it. Get your lazy ass out here, wife. No, fine." Comes out carrying a bundle. You see a plump dwarven lady come out, and she dunk drops the bundle. What you drop? I gave you the warning. You should drop. Sorry, your lordship. He picks it up, carries it over. It's a small bundle to the general store. He goes, "Well, I do have to make a bit of a living out here, my lord, but I can, of course, give you a discount on my store, and these are, used to be an adventurer before I got stuck here, but, I can offer you these as of course, a tribute to my prince." And you see he unrolls from the bundle. You see there are 6 arrowheads that look especially sharp and shiny, and a red potion.
Yes, this does look like proper adventuring here.
Do you have any spell components?
I do have a few that are aisle 2. And he kind of gestures over.
Ron takes off.
Yes, treasurer.
Aye, sir.
Give the man the money he needs.
Aye, sir. Was there anything else you'd be looking for today, sir, so we know what to get all total?
Well, let's see. The hot poker. The arrows.
Oh, he's
and-
giving those to you,
Aye,
sir.
The arrows are a gift for you, my lord.
They're tribute.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Aye, sir. I believe it is quite generous of them.
All right. I'll have a look around.
Very good, sir.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna grab the arrowheads and be like, ooh.
They're very sharp and shiny. You think they might be +1 arrowheads, and you could get them put onto probably any normal size bolt or arrow,
Someone that has a freaking huge howitzer on their back.
or someone that has a giant ass crossbow.
I don't know anyone that could use these.
Like just like I was wondering if you had any crossbow bolts. Just bought this new jacket. It's got all these holes.
Of course.
for crossbow
Yeah, we've got bolts, right? Keep them behind the counter so the youngins don't play with them. How many would you be needing? A case?
Well, I got an unusual question. What you got any like? I've been. Maybe you've had somebody ask for this before. You got like a crossbow bolt that's like silver, so I can kill stuff that hates silver, and you got any that like blow up when I shoot somebody with them?
I don't have combustible crossbow bolts. No.
No.
Those arrowheads I gifted to his princeship. Those would be. You could consider them extra special. You could attach them to a bolt and they would be mighty fine arrows. I don't have silvered heads in stock, but I do have... I see you've got a heavy crossbow. That was my choice too when I was an adventurer. So, I've got some heavy bolts here. He pulls out a big case. It's a case of 20 crossbow bolts.
Those are nice. All right. I'll take the 20 of them.
Alright,
And,
be a gold.
Appreciate you.
Alright.
And I'm going to load them all in my...
Yep.
all the slots in my coat. How badass is that? Come on.
It's pretty badass. Does anyone else need anything from the general store? I see those two are in spell
I've got a fair
components.
list, but ladies first. Miss Dembara. You looking for anything?
Yes, actually, I need some spell components.
Of course. Alright. L2.
A piece of copper wire.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like coin-sized pieces of cured leather?
Right, all spell components will be an L2.
Oh, all right,
She's
great.
the caster. She just organizes them all. I don't know anything about it. We can just for however many you get from the bulk bin. It's just, here's a bag. You fill it up. He hands you a component pouch.
Hey, cool.
Hey.
And I can't really. Oh, do you have a dagger?
I've got a dagger. Plenty of them. And pulls out some daggers. Be 2 gold for this here dagger. Bink.
I will hand over 2 gold for the dagger.
All right, and it'd be about 20 gold for your component pouches for Ron and Amara.
Ron will just grab his components and go and check out with the guide.
Okay. Cool.
Probably pick up a small healing potion too, if he has any for
That'll be 50 gold. But
I thought Merrick pops in and goes, Your Lordship, the Prince, did say that he wished you to take care of us.
and there is a healing potion that was in the tribute to Magnus.
Oh, no, that was tribute to his Lordship. We're his friends, if you will. And I think we're deserving of at least a bit of tribute or percentages off as much as possible. And I will lean over and use bad reputation.
Due to your reputation.
Man, I don't want you using your bad reputation around people that like me.
I'm your loyal servant, sir, and I'm just making sure they understand that princes
The
give
only
and take.
thing about that is that you don't have a reputation here.
But I look like a bad pirate. That's the point.
You look like a bad pirate who's
Come
done no
on.
bad things here. So
Give
I'm
yourself
not
a
gonna
credit. You
give
look
you.
like an okay
You haven't had
pirate.
time
Okay,
to
fine.
develop a bad reputation in this town, especially since
Oh,
the
come
prince.
on.
If
I don't
the
get to use my
not here,
that often. Fine.
Not here.
Fine.
mostly because the prince of this guy is standing in the shop, so you all have nothing but good reputation with him.
Do I have to punch him in the face once? I mean, do
No.
I need to?
He would thank you. May I have another? Yeah, basically. That would be you're in the presence of his prince.
Fine.
So, in most other circumstances, yes, you could play the intimidating pirate, but not unlike one of the few people in Barovia that's gonna know who Magnus is. So, and I say few, meaning it. So.
No! I mean, what?
This guy is legitimately an adventurer who got trapped here a few years ago, so he knows who you are.
No.
So, let's see. Let me do math.
I say they come with us then.
Component pouches are normally 25 gold. You got it for 20. How much would the discount on potions be?
That's 20%.
20%. Okay, so 20% of 50. I can math. Hold on.
10's 5, 20's
40. Be 40 gold.
Yeah.
So, he would have said 40 gold to begin with. So,
Okay.
40 gold.
That's for Ron's component pouch
Or
and
fo-
potion.
No, 20 for your potion, for your component pouch, 40 for the potion.
Merrick, I need my money.
How much do you need?
60.
I just gave you 20.
Oh, fine. Can you give me like 41?
Sure. It's all yours.
Okay, he's gonna hand over 60
Yep.
gold.
And you have a
Here's your
healing
41.
potion and a fresh component pouch.
Aside from those those arrows, does he have any magic items in this shop?
No, it does not appear to be so.
Damn.
It's a very small village, and you get the feeling that those were his when he was an adventurer,
Yeah.
and now he's running a general store.
Yeah, that's.
Merrick will lean down to Ronnie. Ronnie, your pouch is running a little low now. Be careful what you spend on.
Okay. Mister, you wouldn't happen to have, any, spell scrolls, would you?
Oh, no, you might want to check Shaman Brushian. He does some of the healy magic types.
Robin Brushin. Okay.
Shaman Brushian.
And Ron will get the directions for him.
Aye,
You know.
he's at the chapel.
Okay.
Up on the hill.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no problem. Anybody else? Last call?
Yes.
Yep, alright.
Do you happen to have? You said you were an adventurer before. Do you
Aye,
have,
I was.
an explorer's pouch, a pack of some
Aye,
kind.
yep, we gonna
Lost
pulls one
stars
out.
and a
Dunk.
Oh, nice. I'd like that, please.
Alright, 20% off. So, 8 gold.
That's 8. Okay. And what about? Have you ever heard of a boomerang?
Oh, aye, you throw it and it comes right back to you.
Yeah. Could I get a couple of those, baby?
Well, let me tell you what. I don't have one in stock, but I did use a couple in my time. I could give the dimensions to the carpenter, have it made for you by the end of the day.
Fine. That's the best we can do then.
Alright,
All right.
haven't needed one for a long time.
What about
Good.
I'm a bit of a cartographer. Do you have any tools for that?
Aye, we've got a few. People pass through here, needing maps and the like.
I'll need that as well.
Alright, cartographer's tools. Let me look at that.
I think they're 25.
They're 15 at 20% off, so like 12.
All right, 12. And what about some tobacco?
Aye! He'll just throw it in a pouch for free.
Excellent. Well, here's your 20 gold.
Thank you much. Anyone else?
I don't think so.
Alright.
Like all my ranger stuff, like survival gear. You get like a backpack of rope and
Yeah.
flint
You want
and
to buy a
matches
backpack?
and yeah, I want like a backpack full of survival tack.
All right.
A bail bag.
Yeah, you can get like a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah,
Sure. That'd be
Like-
10 gold.
10 gold. Sold. Cash on the barrelhead.
Alright, you'll get a backpack, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pythons, 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days of rations, and a water skin, 50 feet of hemp and rope.
Boom.
So.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm going.
No, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say I wanted to pull out that mace.
Yeah.
And do you know anything about this mace?
Oh, what a mighty fine weapon you have there, my lord. Of course, you would have nothing but the finest, being a prince and all.
Recently acquired.
He takes a look at it. Well, you wouldn't be able to break it very easily. Adamantine, he kind of like, tunk, tunk, just hits it with a hammer. Like, bang, bang. And that, well, let's say you could, certain monsters are resistant to things, you know. They would be a lot less resistant with this.
Well, that's good.
So, it's not a +1 mace, but it does overcome magical resistance. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good. Okay.
The resistance to non-magical kind of stuff, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. And you can't destroy it easily, it's because it's adamantine. And it's very lightweight.
I will, hold my hand out for it.
Yep, he'll hand it back.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, my lord. Yes.
Well, this is a fine shop you have here.
Oh, thank you, my lord. I'm glad it pleases you.
Have you seen any other dwarven folk?
Not around here, my lord. We're the only dwarven couple in town. I think there might be another family up in Port de la Hur.
Right. But not many travel through here either.
Not very often, no.
Interesting. All right. Well, me and my friends will be going now.
Thank you, my lord, for gracing my shop and my wife with your presence.
And he smiles and turns around and starts heading out of the shop.
All right. So, you guys head out of the shop. It's a little cooler outside. Slight breeze. See the storm's still kind of slowly rolling in.
Before it rains, I'm gonna go to the licorice shop. By that I mean the bakery.
The licorice shop.
Yeah, I want to get some licorice. And question people.
And question people about what?
The
Ronald.
licorice?
He pauses halfway, realizing her message.
Wait, you said...
He just wants to know if he can have some kind of recipe to make his own.
Oh!
Good luck getting the recipe from Miss Louise then. She, right, careful about that then.
It never hurts to ask.
Who's? He's gonna. Ron's gonna head that way.
Okay.
You guys don't have to follow. Ron's going.
All right. Well, yes. I mean, yes, I'm not interested in the bakery.
As Ron kind of walks off, he almost bumps right into this guy holding a stack of books.
Ooh. Ooh.
Watch where you're going, young man.
Oh, I'm sorry, mister. Oh, that's a lot of books you have there.
Oh, shit. What are you, an investigator? Oh, you're a badge. I guess you are an investigator. Good investigator. Kind of keeps walking.
Yes, wait, mister,
I'm gonna follow this guy.
Okay.
Well, Ron's gonna start following him. He's excited about his books. He wants to know more.
Excuse me,
You are excused, yes.
what's with the books? Are you,
Books? They're mine. I'm reading them. They're for reading. That's what you do with books.
What kind of books are they? I like books.
Kind of turns around and looks at you.
Hi, I'm Ron.
Would you be interested in acquiring a new book?
Oh, new books, you say? Well, come on. Come to my house. We will talk books there.
Of course.
Yes, right, let's go. And he kind of has this cottage. The hedges are high. He's got a little picket fence around him. He opens it up, like with his foot. Inside, you see the yard's a little unkept, but the house itself is nice. And inside, it's full of. There is a board on the wall with papers and red twine connecting a bunch of pins on the wall. And he sets down the books. And you see there's a map of the town with more red twine and things connecting it. And he goes, Well, who all are you then?
I'm Ron.
Ron.
I'm
Terrible name.
well, I'm a deputy, but I'm also a wizard from the School of Big Farts.
Big farts, you say? Well,
Yes.
it's quite a long ways away, then, isn't it? I don't believe you're a student. Are you run away? Did you fail all your classes? Did you get F's in all your grades?
I was on a field trip and we got attacked by a kraken and Ron's gonna start trying to ramble the story.
Right.
And
And
then
I
we
bet the
jumped
dog ate your homework too, didn't it?
But sometimes he does.
I knew it.
Hi, I'm
Youngsters
Ambora
these days.
Vanasra.
Finally, someone with culture. Yes, I'm Mordu.
Pleasure to meet you, Mulder.
Yes,
now, about
it
that
is.
book. And I'm gonna pull out the History of Markovia.
All right, he goes. Interesting. Mint condition. Yes, well, what book would you? What type of literature are you interested in?
Do you have anything on the weave?
The weave. Let me see here. He kind of flips through a bunch of stacks of books. Be careful not to touch anything. Have everything very carefully organized as he
Of course.
shoves the stack aside.
Wouldn't
Ron's gonna start touching things.
I smack Ron upside the head immediately. Hands off.
Okay. Oh yes, just read the titles.
Children. And he kind of keeps going through these. Well, I've got not particularly on the weave, more like of the history of magic,
That would be perfect, actually.
right? He holds it out to you.
Yeah, and I will give him the... I'll trade him.
Give me perception checks while you guys are in this guy's house.
Okay. I want to, like, can I kind of, while he's looking for this book, can I kind of side-eye that board?
100%. Actually, we're gonna give this music while you're investigating.
14.
All right. 14.
13 for Ron.
14. All right. So you guys are looking around. You see these are definitely conspiracy boards. You see a fresh red like piece of yarn tied to the murder location that you guys are at this morning. It doesn't have. It's not tied to anything else, though the string's still kind of dangling. There is a bunch of lines and red lines and then blue strings of yarn. You can't quite tell how they're all connected. You're guessing maybe red is murders, blue are disappearances, and then there's black strings, and all the black strings, all but a couple of the, like, two of the black strings lead to the cemetery that you guys saw. 7 lead there, and the other 2, point up towards, where you see the plantation on the map.
While they're talking, he's digging. During the process, Ron wants to, if you'll let him, slyly scroll in his wizard's book a cheap map representation of what he's seeing on the line boards, like a stick figure drawing of the graveyard of the chapel, and the lines connecting, and he'll label them and stuff like that. So he can get a copy of what's going on
Yes.
this map.
So he kind of turns around and he trades the book. He goes, interested in my murder board, are you?
We actually met with the constable earlier this morning. We saw him in the alley and found that strange scene with the licorice.
Ah, yes,
and
the murder
blood.
scene. He's a daft fool, he never figured it out.
Have you?
Well, I have my theories.
Oh, do share.
Oh, well. You see, 3 weeks ago, Marcel Terrascon died. Some say he was killed by the undead, too. He took him to... He pulls out, like a pointer, slaps the chapel. Took him to the chapel to see the shaman. Shaman couldn't save him, and he died. Jean was very distraught. You see, after he was very distraught, we don't know what happened next because there was never a funeral. We waited 4 days, no funeral. So perhaps he's alive, perhaps he buried him at the family plantation, who knows? However, he slaps the board again. Blacksmith's son and the old witch's daughter. She's not actually a witch. I just don't like her very much.
Understandable.
Their children go missing. Both of them work at the Tarascon Mansion. Yes, that's right. At the plantation. A mysterious coincidence? I think not. And he slaps the other board. 2 days after that, man drops dead right in the tavern. People report horrible smell. Rises up as a zombie. Slaps another section. More people rise up as zombies. Perhaps there's a zombie cult. I don't know, but they're all connected. Why would there be so many undead in such a short amount of time? Slaps another part of the conspiracy board. The constable's son, he was the second one to die. Simply just fell to the ground, dropped dead, came back up, zombie. Buried him in chains, stuck him in the crypt. 9 people in this village in the past 3 weeks have died very suddenly. 7 of them buried in sealed coffins. The other 2 broke out right at the funeral, ran off into the fields. Haven't seen them since.
But did you know that the constable keeps finding licorice at the bodies?
Ah, yes, I've heard of such a rumor. Some believe that serial killers have a call sign. I believe this might be our killer's call sign.
Well, maybe we should interrogate the baker about the licorice and who keeps buying it all.
Yes, there's some people who are rather addicted to the stuff. Sweet tooth, all of them. And they eat sweet things, they rot your teeth.
Well, what if it's the baker?
She doesn't have that kind of spare time on her hands. She's always begging for the goods.
Do you believe that these licorice murders and the zombies are related?
Perhaps. 6 villages are missing, including the blacksmith's son and the old hag's daughter.
But not confirmed dead?
Not confirmed dead. Nothing, no bodies, no nothing. Just missing.
Where were they all last seen?
Well, last seen leaving town. Well, to go to work, the young 2. The others, they were just asleep in their beds one morning, gone the next. And of course, there's the murderers. Well, I can't find a connection. They don't all work at the same place. Of course, everyone knows everyone in town, but they're not all related. They don't all hate the same person. It's just, there's no connection. It's just seemingly random. Perhaps they were the only ones wandering alone. Never wander alone.
Maybe we should bait the murderer.
Perhaps.
The trap.
Perhaps you could do that.
I'll be like an innocent schoolboy, and I'll be like, I love licorice, and I'll be up by myself, and then you guys can spring into action and capture him.
Do keep in mind, Ronald, that there is a very large storm on the way.
Yes, the storm is brewing. It'll be here in a day or 2.
Guess we don't have much time then.
Do you know anything of Vistani prophecies?
Stunning. Prophecies, yes, some of them have the sight.
Have you heard any recently?
I try to avoid Vistani when I can.
Hold on, I have my notes somewhere. Give me a second. Okay, there it is. But where are the madmen? No, you know what? I'm not gonna tell this to you because of that last warning that she gave us. Kind of. A little on edge. So
yes, I don't trust the Vistani. They always speak in riddles. Never trust anyone who speaks in riddles. They're crazy. Not like me.
Right. Well, Mordu, it was a pleasure meeting you, and your theories are very interesting and slightly convincing.
Yes, I'm very logical.
Yes, it does seem that way. Do you have any magical abilities?
No. Never touch this stuff. It's illegal here unless it's divine or necrotic.
Ah.
Okay, well... Ambara, do you think we should,
Old Viola, that old hag, she goes on about the Vistani sometimes. Every time one rolls through town, she gets her fortune told. And then she doesn't shut up about it. She's my neighbor if you wanted to speak with her.
Do you recommend, aside from her, do you recommend speaking with anyone that might know some more about this information?
If you can find out who's a regular purchaser of licorice. I mean, the stuff doesn't grow on trees. They have to be acquiring it from somewhere.
You're right.
Meaning the bakery, because it's the only place in town that sells it.
Could somebody be buying it from the baker and then selling it on their own?
None of them are just clever enough to do such a scheme here. Besides, they don't bitch about it. You're not giving Louise business. You're making it up, marking prices. Look, it doesn't work. It's not a profitable business model in a town this small.
All right. What kind of vibe do I get from this guy?
What kind of vibe do you get from him?
Do I get like he's like the crazy like conspiracy theorist in the corner? Do I get kind of like a little more sinister from him?
So, you get that he's definitely a conspiracy theorist that doesn't like his neighbor.
Right.
And he you would assume he's an amateur scholar based on his books and scrolls that are, you notice that a lot of the topics are Suranya and the lands beyond.
I'm gonna ask him about that.
Mhm.
So, what
Yes.
is this Suranya?
Suranya is the island we're on, if you haven't noticed.
Oh.
Yes.
So we've been dealing with some mists and we're kind of scrambled about where we're at right now.
Yes, I've heard tales of these mists. Some stupid Ristani always traveled through them. It's not safe, if you ask me.
They do seem quite versed in the ways of the mist.
If you believe
Could you
them.
tell me anything? What are some things that you know about the island?
Well, if you ask me, aside from the Port de la Hure at the northern side of the island, there's this town and, of course, the swamp. Now, you ask, and he pulls out a very well-read and well-worn book. He's like, now, this is my favorite in my collection. It says Cult of the Swamp God. I believe this is very pertinent to our situation here in Zuradia. There's a cult that worships the swamp god. Some say she's a nymph. Some say that the Lord of the Dead stole her power, but I don't believe that's true. I believe that they're working together.
Would you mind if I borrowed this book?
As
Could
long
I
as you
read it?
return it, yes.
Of course.
Of course.
I won't leave town without returning it to you.
Yes, I would find you.
I know you will.
Very clever.
You do seem like the type.
I do.
All right. Well, we've taken up enough of your time, I
Yes,
believe.
you have.
Yes.
Yes.
Um.
The door's over there.
Yes, it is. Would you like a cinnamon roll?
No, the sugar's brought your teeth.
All right then. Have a good day. And I turn and walk out.
I will.
Ron's gonna. Out he goes too. When they get outside, Ron's gonna lean down, bar, and look at her and be like, "He's definitely not the murderer."
I feel like he'd be too pompous about it. He'd want to brag.
Exactly. He's not the murderer.
But don't forget that our Vistani friend did say to beware of the madman, and this man is titled the Madman of the Town.
And as you guys are saying that, you realize you're standing, like, Luke followed you guys, like, and he's just standing in this guy's front yard and he looks at you.
Child.
And he says, in a Jira of fortunes, his make will reverse, dooming the dreaded with live to all curse.
You said it.
You're right, Luke. 100%.
The overshining sky of the light the dead shall, to all turning fail in the gutter red.
Yep. I'm in agreement. Let's go get our fortune told.
I think I would like to go back to the inn.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
All right. Find one of the others and go with them. Don't go by yourself, especially not with murders and zombies around.
I won't be by myself. I got my little friend here with me.
No, one of us. Come on,
Fine.
let's go. And I'm gonna lead him to one of the other party members.
Okay, so, while they were following the town eccentric, what was Magnus, Merrick, and Elam, and Katha doing?
That's an excellent question. Your lordship, is there anything else you'd be needing today?
Yes, an umbrella.
I believe they have those in the general store that we just left.
I'm going back then.
You
Very
walk
good,
back
sir.
into the door and he's like kneeling down with an umbrella in his hand.
Oh, wonderful! Wow, it's like you read my mind.
You're just standing in the doorway talking to the Lord, so it was sort of crazy.
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out.
Okay.
What?
Elam, what are you and your lady friend looking to do now?
Well, I was just thinking I am ready to just eat myself silly and then put my feet up for a few minutes. So I just think me and the lovely lady here are going to just go treat ourselves to a nice lunch.
Oh, yes, indeed. You know, I could cook you some lunch if you like at my place.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You talked me into it, and I'm going to tell you all about how apparently this guy is famous.
Oh, I would love to hear any story you've got to tell me.
Well, this is a pip, because let me tell you, Magnus, you've been telling me how famous you are for weeks now, and I'm telling you, it's not like I didn't believe you. It's not that I didn't believe you. I'm just saying now I've got somebody here to corroborate the fact that you are indeed royalty.
Yes.
Yeah, royalty, Katha. Honest to goodness.
I've never been in the presence of royalty before. She gives a little curtsy.
Well, you have now.
Honored, really.
So yes, Merrick, that's what I'm going to tell her all about it. So that's what we're off to do.
All right, well, you like pot pie? I'll make a mean pot pie.
She makes a mean pot pie, Merrick, and we're going to have to go check that out.
I agree. The pie.
You two kids have fun.
Are you
I'm
not
going back to the tavern for rum.
Can Ron burst in?
Yeah, I think after you guys have talked, like, but it didn't take you long to talk to the eccentric, and you guys would kind of be walking, or Ambra would be walking to the end, and Ron, you'd pop in by this time.
Merrick, you want to go with me and go get your fortune told?
Where are you getting your fortune told? I don't know.
I thought we already had that done.
Fortune teller.
Just talk to the seer, Ron.
I'll come along with you, Ronnie. Show me where you want to go.
Ron's gonna go to the crazy old man's next door neighbor.
Okay. You knock on the door, and a little old lady sticks her face out.
Hi, I'm Ron, and this is Merrick.
Oh, hello, dearies. My name is Fiora.
Oh, nice name. Your crazy neighbor said we should come over here and say hi. And,
Oh, don't listen to Mordu. He's not job.
Merrick pops Ron on the back of the head. Aye, be more respectful of your elders.
Oh, sorry, your elderly crazy neighbor, wanted to go over and, said something about a fortune being told.
Oh, yes, I did have my fortune told last time Vistani came through here. About a week ago.
Well, do you do fortune telling?
No, but the Vistani, she told me that the night of the dead was fast approaching.
The night of the dead?
Yes, and to top it all off, my dear Teresa's missing. You wouldn't have happened to see her, would you?
Who's Teresa?
My daughter.
What's she look like then?
Well, she looks like a younger version of me. She takes after her mother did. Dark hair.
Okay, how old is she?
Oh, she's about your age, I would imagine. She worked at the Tarascon plantation.
Oh, was she friends with Colin?
Oh, yes, they were very good friends.
Oh, they seem to both be missing now. Then
Oh, really? I didn't know about Colin, poor boy.
Could it
Such a
be
nice young
possible
man.
that-
Walks her home at night, typically.
Could it be possible that the two ran off together?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Teresa's a very good family girl. She would never run off. Besides, he's not her type.
Right. Right. And you said they were young, about his age, raging hormones and all that.
Well, I wouldn't say raging hormones. Young man, what kind of language are you using? And you can kind of look around her house, and it's covered with clumps of garlic, wolfsbane, about 30 different holy symbols. Like, this woman is apparently very superstitious.
Ron looks at the
But-
gods.
You know what I've heard round town, which makes me even more concerned about my dear Teresa. That those foul flesh-eaters have been running around the graveyard, the church graveyard at night. I know they've locked some of them up because, you know, you have to wait 4 days before you bury the dead. Stupid rule. But
Flesh eaters?
Did you say flesh eaters?
yes, you know.
No, I don't.
No, the flesh-eaters. Well, they pull out people from graves or living, and they eat them. Foul undead.
Ron
So they're dead things that are eating dead things.
They're all living things. They're not particularly picky.
And they run around in your graveyard.
No, they were around the church cemetery some nights. No one believes me, but I've seen them.
Ah,
No one,
Thank you.
no one
Randy-
listens to their elders these days. You best
Aye, that's
be
right.
careful and when you're walking around at night. Lock
she's
your
talking.
doors.
Derek just turns and starts ignoring her. Like, Ronnie, is that all you needed to say?
Oh, good. Yes, sure.
I'm sure
Bye.
she's still telling us, talking behind it. All right, Ronnie. No, thank you, ma'am. What was your name?
Fiora.
Fiora.
Yes.
Nice name.
Thank you.
You're really nice. Bye.
Well, take care. Don't
look
get
for your
eaten or
daughter.
die.
Flesh eaters, Ronnie. It just gets curiouser and curiouser.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the sound of this place. Maybe we should get out of here.
Soon. Let's go back to the tavern. I think I'm hungry.
Oh, could I get a special drink?
You got it, son.
Oh, yes.
All
We go back
right.
to the tavern.
Yes. And what about Magnus? Does Magnus go back to the tavern as well?
Yes, I will return to the tavern, but only
Yes.
after walking alone through a dark alleyway, hoping not to be murdered.
Okay. Now, is this hoping not to get murdered or hoping not to get murdered?
Hoping not to
Give
get...
me a performance check.
Alright, alright.
Okay. You are
I'm a
completely convincing.
I'm just a normal guy walking down the street, not getting murdered.
Can we get that? Can we clip that? Somebody?
All right. So you're walking down the street, hoping desperately not to get murdered, and you see. What's your passive perception, Magnus?
Passive is 11.
11. All right. So, it's early evening now. It's just about dinner time. And you see a flash of dark swirling cloak from the corner of your eye. From like in a cross section of alleys.
What was that? Move forward to investigate.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
You move forward to investigate.
Yes.
And as you do, you get attacked from behind. Oh no, don't freeze on me, roll 20.
Oh crap! Apparently I actually ran into the murderer.
Okay. Load.
Or something other. Okay, now I run. It'd be like, help a murderer!
Oh, I miss you, though. You feel like the woof of a dagger near the back of your neck. And you turn around and you see a cloaked and masked man standing with a knife. Do you make any indication to flee?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it possible that Ron and I can hear this terrible altercation happening? This murder?
This terrible murder attempt in the dark alleyway.
You know, I'm starting to think this is a play.
Yeah, Merrick's got a good passive perception. You hear Magus go, a murderer!
Ronnie, Magnus has found some fun.
Oh, okay. I like fun.
Follow me. We head that direction.
You head that
We heard
direction.
the sound.
Towards the sound. Magnus, he's gonna take another swing at you. Oh, he misses again. And as you keep backing, would you swing back at all?
Well, yeah. I ain't just gonna let this murderer
Murder you? Okay.
get away with this.
Give me a swing. Give me a 1-2.
I guess I'll swing that new mace that was given.
All right, roll it.
Oh,
Double net ones.
Double crit fail.
You swing back and like, you know what? I just imagine you're like, huh, and you pull it out and you just accidentally throw it through like the window next to you, like it just sink, like out of your hand. And he kind of looks at you, and then, Merrick, you hear the sound of broken glass.
That should alert my friends, fool.
I will run faster.
Ron will keep up.
All right, and as you say, that will alert my friends, fool. You see the eyes shift to the broken window and to you, and to the alley behind you, like the street behind you, and the eyes squint and narrow at you, and then whoosh, the cape whooshes, and he disengages and runs.
No.
This is
He
how.
was here! He was here!
One round later, Merrick and Ron find Magnus in the alley with his mace sticking halfway through some poor peasant's window.
Well, I mean, is there anybody there? Is it just him?
It's just
Can we see
him.
anything? Oh, what happened, Magnus? Are you okay?
He attacked me.
Who? The murderer?
Yes, he jumped me from around the corner. I valiantly defended him off with my mace.
Which way did he go?
That way.
Deputy's on the case. And
Merrick just sprints. This is like using key for Step of the Wind. Just gone.
Okay.
150 feet. Well, no, it's actually a little less than that. It's how many feet? 120 feet around.
Okay. All right. So you run after the direction Magnus pointed you, and you don't see anyone.
No one at all?
No one at all.
Emmett Magnus.
You can give me a perception check, but like you're looking down the alleys as you pass. You're looking ahead. You're looking at the street. You don't see anybody.
20?
With a dirty 20, you see some footprints. They slipped through a mud puddle, but the ground here, it's not rained yet, so the ground is actually a little dry. You see the footprints, so you know you're going in the right direction, but then they dry up and you don't see where they went.
I'll turn around and come back to Magnus at that point.
But you did see a fresh footprint in that mud puddle, so because the water was still kind of filling up. And
Magnus, he got away. Sorry.
Oh no. I'm a bit shaken. It
I
was
can
only
see.
my 12th assassination attempt.
It takes a while to get used to them.
12?
And Ron, you look on the ground in front of Magnus, and you see a piece of red licorice.
The calling card. Ron's gonna pick up the licorice and hold it up.
Don't eat candy from the ground!
Oh, no. We're not eating it. This is supposed to be the calling card of the murderer.
Wait.
You almost got murdered.
Well, Yes, I can see that.
Well, who did it? Did you get a good look at the person?
He was a masked. No, he had eyes.
Oh, that's good, sir. Yes, let's start. He had eyes. Did he also have a head?
Yes, that's what his eyes were.
Excellent. Well, that narrows it down to everyone in the city.
All right, we're getting there. About how tall was he?
About average height for a human.
He was about the height of a human.
Yes.
All right, so still the whole town, except for your dwarven friend.
This is it. Rules off the dwarves.
Well, then we know the people we can trust. Naturally.
Oh, excellent point, sir. Excellent point.
You're really good at this.
What was he wearing?
A dark cloak.
Yeah, a dark black cloak, a mask, dark clothing. Oh, give me a tailor's check, Magnus.
Ah, yes.
See what kind of clothes. Because you are a tailor by trade, I will see if you can recall the exact type of clothing he was wearing. 19. His clothes were above basic peasant grade.
Yes. He wasn't the average peasant. He had a nicer cloak.
Is there anything funky about this licorice piece? Or is it just licorice?
I mean, it's got dirt on it.
Ron's gonna brush it off, look around on it. See anything?
No? Piece of red licorice with less dirt on it.
Okay, he's gonna take a bite. Anything?
What?
Give me a constitution save. I'm kidding, you're fine. It tastes like licorice. It's poisoned, you die!
What weapon was he using?
A knife.
A knife. Okay.
It looks like he was going for your throat, with that first attack.
Okay.
If you're all right, sir, we should probably head back to the tavern.
Oh, yes, I could definitely use a drink.
As could I, and as could Ron.
Yes, more stuff in the last bit of licorice in his mouth.
Didn't I tell you not to eat that?
Sorry.
You're going to make yourself sick.
Licorice. I was just, trying to see if there's any clues in the licorice.
By eating it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find anything?
It's a little gristly. I think it's because of the dead. It's very tasty. It's red.
Ron do make a fine point, though. If this tastes different from the red licorice we find in other locations, maybe there is more than one.
You can have Ron start eating.
Holy crap. That's
You're
nice.
like a bloodhound for licorice.
Perhaps. Yes.
Our little Ronnie's a smart boy.
Ron starts committing to memory the flavor of that licorice.
Okay, you're really savoring it in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
He's got that flavor profile down.
Yeah, this is like Ratatouille level where he can see the different, feelings and colors as he's eating.
All right.
Anyways, to the tavern.
Oh yeah, so you guys go to the tavern. And it is hustle and bustle and bright cheery. You see that person with the glasses kind of looking over his books some more. He looks like a merchant of some kind. Doing a lot of paperwork. A pitcher of hard lemonade is brought to your table. It's the innkeeper's daughter as the waitress right now, because Katha is having the rest of the day off. And you guys are able to meet up at the inn where you see Ambara and Luke are already there. The whole gang joins up. Elam D. Jr. is off at Katha's house where she has made a cornbread pot pie.
Oh my goodness gracious. My socks are on fire.
Well, maybe you should take them off then.
And these two are just having a huge time, you know, like just completely caught up and, you know, just on planet flirt right now. I think.
Full planet flirt.
Full on.
Her chicken cornbread pot pie is absolutely delicious. And she busts out a little bottle of wine for dessert.
Oh my goodness gracious. Uh-oh. Yeah, so it turns out he really is a prince. After the whole thing. Yes.
You didn't believe him?
No. I thought he was
a bit
out of
far-fetched.
his mind.
I mean, it is a bit of a foppish dandy, Bo.
Oh, sure.
I mean, it's not a complete surprise.
Oh, it's worse than that. I have seen him fully nude on the deck of a ship.
No, in front of everyone.
Pretending to do a push-up. It's the funniest thing you ever saw in your life. It was like his morning whatever, you know. It was just hysterical. Yes, and he makes outrageous demands of people, you know, just like, oh, you get me that and do this. And it's just, I thought he was crazy, but no, it turns out.
Well, you know, I would think he's crazy too. No one around town talks like that. I guess he really is a noble if he's making them kinds of demands then.
I guess so. You know, don't judge a book and all that. Thank you so much. This is delicious, by the way.
Thank you. It's my own secret recipe. You know, because they got one at the inn, but I was like, no, you need more gravy in it. And so I made my own recipe. Also, I think the cornbread's a bit of nicer top layer than the regular flour.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, it's delicious. And you I'm just so impressed. I'm blown away. You know? Man. And I've eaten too much.
Well, do you need a bit of a lie down then?
I'm gonna sit over here. I'm gonna put my feet up. This little thing we do around here. You know, it's not a nap when you're just, you know, some people say, oh, I'm gonna go read my book for a few minutes. You know, people have a lot of different code words for napping. Oh, I'm gonna go close my eyes.
Usually mine is, I'm gonna go take my break, but you know.
Oh, I like that one. I'm gonna go take my break. Absolutely.
And she'll give you a little shoulder rub.
Oh,
with your feet
my
kicked
goodness.
up.
Goodness me, this is, you know, I'll tell you what, I have been a creature of leisure a bit of late. I cannot help myself.
Oh, I can't either. And with that, we're just gonna cut to a nice little pan up of the town as everyone's doing their thing. Evening is falling. Dinner is being consumed. They have a lovely vegetarian options on the menu of the inn for Ambara.
Wait.
They have a lovely vegetable stew. Croissants, cornbread, all sorts of delicious treats. And the storm continues to roll in above on the town very slowly. The temperature gets a little bit cooler. And as night falls, there's a bit of stirring in the graveyard next to the church. And that is where we're gonna end today's session as I hit my lamp.
It's like the end of an episode where all of a sudden it's like camera panning into the grave, sits there, and all of a sudden, hand through the grave.
The episode moves so fast.
I know. Well, you guys did do some chopping, so. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna go around and say who we are, where we can find you online, and what your favorite part of today's episode was. Because next week, oh man, if you thought the murderer's investigation was getting rough here, it's gonna get even more intense next week. So we're gonna start with the same order as we did last time. Ron.
Ron, Shiny Pilot, and find me here. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple, low key. Just enjoy this stuff. Oh gosh, favorite part of the episode. I just really like that. I liked Magnus's fight in the alleyway with that double nat one and the mates into the window. That was hilarious to me. It's just so true of what normally happens sometimes of our luck in our games is these inexplicably just dice takes you down a notch and it reminds you to stay humble and have fun. But that was good. So yeah, that was my favorite part.
Awesome. And now from Ron Wesley, we've got Mr. Prince Magnus Deepshaft himself, who was able to finally prove, officially to the group, his nobility.
Definitely meeting those dwarves was my favorite part of the Okay. It was a unexpected reception.
They were shocked to see their prince and lord here, and a little sad because they got trapped here and they probably assumed that you might be stuck here for a small amount of time, but you're a prince and you'll be able to figure it out, so they're not too worried about you.
That's okay. I mean...
they just wanted to equip you for your journeys.
Yeah. They'll follow me on the way out. It'll be alright. Oh, man, what was I saying? Yeah. Magus Deep Shaft, D20, coup de grace. Gonna be playing in the game Mondays, coming up soon. Talk about it later. Bye.
Okay, cool. Okay, thanks, bye. Miss Nuggetosaurus, how about you?
I'm at Nuggetosaurus on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm here on Tuesday nights, soon to be here on Monday nights. And then I'm on my own channel Wednesdays through Sunday. My favorite part had to be the fact that both Ambara and Merrick at some point through this episode both slapped Ron upside the head. That kind of cracked me up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to solving this mystery. We're like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, like Scooby-Doo meets
Inc.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, fantastic. And speaking of fantastic, we have Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr.
I don't know about all that. I managed to dodge the main plot line entirely today. So go me. So there's that. My favorite part, other than the revelation that he actually is royalty, which I thought was sensational and beautifully handled. Oh, right. And the dwarf yelling at his wife that the prince is here. That was my one favorite part. Because Lindy's crushing it all night tonight, by the way. I don't know if you all noticed. This is NPC heaven right now here in what we're doing. And then the other one is Ambara having to fess up that all Ron wants to do is get the recipe for red licorice.
That was
He
great.
just wants candy.
That
That was my other favorite part. So funny, very charming. Certainly our most charming episode. My name is I'm at Travis Bowles. I'm the producer of WebDM. If I've got my shit together, then tomorrow there's going to be an episode on abjuration magic. So we'll all find out together how that's going to go. So thank you very much.
Thank you. We had Mr. Elam D. Wood Jr. with the lovely Barwinch Katha. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Ship it. And last but certainly not least, we have Merrick Tinpenny, the holder of monies.
Yes, the holder of the banker of the group here. I played Merrick Tenpenny. I'm Deception Check on Twitch and Twitter. I play here on Tuesday nights. I'll be DMing soon on Monday nights with the group, doing a Taldore campaign, a little inspired about the world of Matthew Mercer. That should be a lot of fun. I also do a little Call of Cthulhu on Encounter Roleplay on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, and I also am part of the Mouse Guard run at 2 o'clock on Fridays for the next 2 weeks, I believe. We'll be finishing up that pretty soon. Parts I liked today were I just absolutely loved Magnus's trying to get murdered in the alleyway, not get murdered in the alleyway. I'd love that. I do love the little couple. I almost went back into the general store to buy some sheep intestines and hand them to them, but I didn't do that. I did that a little early. And probably the best part of the episode today was our lovely game master absolutely killing it. She Mercered it with all the NPCs today because they were all completely different accents, and Mordu was my absolute favorite. He's my black powder merchant so far. I love him.
Mordu was hilarious.
I think we found our favorite NPC.
No, that's the one I like, because if you ever notice when Mercer does it, he does the face too, and Lindy absolutely killed it today. So yeah, that was great.
Well, I'm glad you all enjoyed it, because I just have fun watching you guys have fun and corralling the madness into a somewhat general direction and just giving little clues and seeing what you guys pick up on. It's exactly like Scooby-Doo meets Sherlock Holmes, and I love it. My favorite part, I liked everybody figuring out, like realizing, oh, he hasn't been bullshitting us this whole time. He, like, actually is a prince. I thought that was pretty good. And then, Ron bringing out his deputy badge from Odiara. I really liked him, that little callback. So, good use of items you have on you as well. And, of course, everyone getting new digs to match their character. It makes me happy. So, yeah. That was my favorite stuff. It was basically you guys, because you're awesome. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and if you're on YouTube watching, thank you as well. Yeah, you can find me here. This is my channel. I'm Laugh Love Lindy. You can call me Lindy. We are here every Tuesday evening with more Mists of Ravenloft because it's spooky and yet wholesome sometimes and awesome. Of course, this was the wholesome episode of this arc, so you know next week everything's just gonna go downhill. But if you enjoy this, definitely follow here on YouTube where we post all of our episodes that have previously happened. So if you want to catch up on the past 2 little mini arcs that we had, they're on there as well. On Friday, we are having Mouse Guard as we are second to last episode. It's just a 4-episode mini campaign. Definitely check it out. We have a fantastic Game Master. That's going to be from 3 to 6 Eastern in the PM. So, you know, pretty reasonable time. Shouldn't be too late for all them overseas folks in the European places. But yeah, we're just gonna give a little raid off to, I believe, Off the Table is doing some tabletop. So we're gonna go give them some love, as they are also very awesome. But yeah, just stick around. We have more fun stuff to announce, like the Taldori stuff soon. I'll give you a hard date on that when we have a hard date on that. And we will just catch you guys later. Goodbye.